These guys have played each other a million times these last few weeks preparing for this moment. So they really have to think outside the box and come up with something unorthodox because they know each other like the back of their hands at this point. So someone's going to have to come with something different.
I'm just saying, I think my wife let a moth into the house, and it's behind my camera. Even the moth wanted to get in on this belt game. He needs to pay attention. He wants to know who's taking home their first belt.
And look at this. JonBeast, first play of the game, came out in shotgun wing slot. We have not seen him run that all tournament. And it goes to the point what I was saying where you got to think outside the box a little bit, but you also don't want to get completely outside your game. You see him now. He goes back to his staple gun bunch offense.
Hand it off to Reggie Bush up the middle, and he'll have a first down to the 36-yard line. Ty, I wonder, when you're labbing, when you have crewmates in a tournament, when you know there's a matchup that you could have with them, do you prep some different things? Do you have some stuff in your back pocket? As he's looking downfield, he's got Williams. He's been so good on the sideline and a first down at the 20-yard line. Has Beast had some trick plays and some different formations in his pocket in case he matched up with Clef?
I think he kind of has to, right? You know, playing Clef so many times, you got to think, okay, there's a chance I could meet this guy in the finals. The way he's confident in his abilities, he definitely had this a little bit of time here. We had about 20 minutes since John's game. I'm sure he was trying to cook some stuff up, at least in his head, that he can bring out to give Clef some different looks.
Looking to the corner route, high pass, and that was a risky throw from the Beast. Clef looking for the pick.
Clef in that match coverage, and if you guys out there, if you want to run some match coverage, make sure your coaching adjustments are off, but look at plays like cover 4 and cover 3 match. It really confuses the opponent because these defenders match on to these routes. It can really cause a lot of confusion for the offensive play.
Woo! That wasn't under pressure inaccurate, and it actually worked to JonBeast's advantage because it put the ball out in front of Reggie Bush. He was able to pick up a first down.
Hike the ball.
Looking for a quick snap. He's got the curl routes all over the place, and Hester will get down to the 1-yard line.
Goes with that spacing play. Spacing concept so good in Madden, especially when you get closer to the red zone, because Clef went with the zone defense. The flats kind of zoomed out to the sidelines, allowing those little hitch routes to sit down in between the zones. Easy conversion to get him down to the 1-yard line.
Stretch run. I don't know if he needed to cut it inside. That was good defense from Clef. Said coming into this game, JonBeast said he's been playing 10 to 12 hours a day. He said, this is the best I've ever felt at Madden, and he's going to open up the scoring here in this game for a championship belt. JonBeast takes the first lead.
JonBeast is dialed in, no emotion either. He is laser focused. Those brown eyes are zoomed in, the hoodie on, the chain hanging. JonBeast came to perform. He came to ball out in the first drive of the finals. He's looking good.
Couldn't ask for much more from our first drive. Took some time off the clock. Put some points on the board as Clef, ooh, little spin move, Ed Reed. Returning that kick, ClefftheGod, Dwayne Wood, 25 years old from Edgewater, Florida. 119,000 in career earnings, still looking for that elusive championship belt. He was in a belt game back in Madden 20 in the challenge, but lost that game to Noah up next. Taking a look at his offense, Clef has been just mechanical offensively. Big plays underneath, a lot of that because he has a weapon like Joey Galloway on the outside.
Yeah, Joey Galloway on those post routes that he loves. A lot of speed there with Hester, of course. Derrick Henry, too, kind of a sleeper that he's been using at the goal line to punch it in the red zone on the goal line with those fullback dives.
JonBeast has been playing some tough defense, though. It really starts over the top. He's got Darrell Revis at safety with Antrell Roll, using those two cornerbacks on the back end.
Yeah, those guys have been huge for him. Of course, Ed Reed as well over the top, patrolling that defense.
Williams underneath, big hit. You know, Clef said he wanted to give a big shout out to the dog crew, to the Need It crew. He said Skimbo and Dubby and Boogs and Trey and User, these guys, they're not just his friends in Madden. They're his friend in life. They give him life advice, financial advice. I know when, you know, he was having his first kid, he was looking to the fathers of the group. Big play for JonBeast, getting a User strip. The first turnover of the game. Brian Dawkins recovers it. There's some magic with the Beast named John.
Some magic for John. You need a little bit of luck when you want to win one of these Madden tournaments. He gets a strip animation that we haven't seen all tournament in these last 2 days, and he gets it on the second play of Clef's drive. That is a huge game-changing play for John.
Can Clef recover? A wild turn of events, TD. We have not seen that. I mean, we have barely seen any fumbles here. in the ultimate kickoff, and JonBeast's first offensive play, he's able to, or second offensive play, he's able to force a turnover.
Incredible, and if you're John, you have to capitalize on that situation, though. You can't turn the ball over here. You can't, anything like that. You can't let Clef back in the game after you get that type of advantage. This is huge for John, and if you're Clef, you got to bounce back from that. It hurts, it really does, but you can't let it get to you.
User, I mean, what an unbelievable turn of events. JonBeast forcing a fumble against Clef. It gets all nasty with Acrobat, and we're going the other way. Turnovers one way or another, User. What a way to start this game.
Top of the top, baby. He gonna fight. He gonna fight. You see his tag up there, D-O-G, dog. It's a lot of fight. Let me tell you, the Beast named John. Listen, this is the reason why these two guys are playing right now for the belt. We haven't seen anybody get a user strip animation all year. But guess what the Beast named John does? He takes him to the strip club. He says, where them dollars at, baby? But guess what? ClefftheGod come right back, and he going up top, baby.
It's looking like a baseball game with a home run. ClefftheGod right back in it.
Oh my
The
goodness.
king of the fighters, ClefftheGod, with the response. The one thing I said you couldn't do if you're John is turn the ball over. You had to capitalize. You can't give the ball back to a guy like Clef because he's going to make you pay.
How had this we're not even at the end of the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen, and it's been bonkers plays left and right. ClefftheGod, look at this absolute I don't know what happened over there, but that was a cover zero defense.
Just a blown coverage from John. I don't know what happened. This guy looked like he was on him and then left him. I think it was a flat, and he just was at like 20, 30 yards and left him. But if you're John, you have to slow it down here, settle down, throws a nice dot right there. You can't let that get to you.
Woo. Boy, what a start to this game. 7 apiece. It looked like Beast was going to be able to take control with the fumble, but Clef gets the acrobatic pick, and one play later, he says, hold on, young fella, I've been here before. 1st and 10 for Beast. Rolling right with Danny Dimes. Looking back across the middle of the field, that delay fade's been so good today. George Kittle past the 15, down to the 12-yard line.
That delay fade is so good because the user, he usually guards all these other routes. You got crossers, you got corners, you got out routes, right? And it takes away from guarding that delay fade because you don't even expect it. Sometimes you think the tight end's blocking, you release him right there. JonBeast takes advantage. Nice play.
Gotta love the even-keeled reaction from JonBeast. Gave up a pick, gave up a big touchdown, but still locked in. Ty, that might be, I've called a lot of Madden games. That might be one of the wildest first quarters we've ever seen.
I agree. One of the greatest starts we've seen, especially in a championship finals belt type of game. Couldn't ask for a better first quarter from these guys.
Buckle in. I hope y'all got your seat belts pulled tight. You got your snacks next to you. You got some drinks ready because you're not going to want to step away for 1 second from this championship game here in the Ultimate Kickoff 22-7 apiece after 1.
And chat, I want to know what the chat, you guys have to think. Who you guys think is going to win. Give me a 1 for Clef.
Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. And to beat some 2s if you're rooting for JonBeast because Devin Hester picks up a touchdown.
Chat, give me a 1 for Clef or give me a 2 for the man who just threw a laser, the beast named John. I want to see who you guys are picking here in our grand finals.
Ty, you talked with Beast in that interview. You said you've known him for a while. Was he this good when he was 16 years old?
No, he was not. He was not. We played in some of these underground tournaments against each other, and he was not anywhere near the level he has got to here. It just shows the type of hard work he's put in as we take a look at this absolute laser. Double post throw back of the end zone, Devin Hester. What a response from John. But going back to that, yeah, John, he was just, he always had the talent back when he was 16, but, he would make crucial mistakes. He would turn the ball over a lot. It just goes to show the maturity, the growth. He's dialing it up on defense, too.
Y'all see that user rush? Yep. JonBeast said, I don't want to leave this up to my D-line. I'm bringing Cam.
John getting aggressive, too. I love that. Go and get him.
Drops back with a chance for this time, but good sheds underneath. Clef has to throw this one away. The momentum swinging back to the side of JonBeast. I don't think he can be overlooked anymore, TD. He is here to stay.
No, not at all. He is not an underdog anymore. He is a legit top contender in Madden. What a great lurk on that previous play. He ran with the running back.
Woo.
Nice dot here from Clef.
That
Threading
looked
the needle.
a little risky. I mean, we're going to have two storylines here, Ty. If Clef wins this game, you know, it's him finally getting his belt. He's been one of those consistent players, but he's been, you know, without that belt, this can start really solidify his legacy in competitive Madden. If JonBeast is able to win this one, there's a little taste of his own medicine to the sideline. If JonBeast wins this one, we're going to have to look at a 1 year period, a 12-month period to rival some of the best we have seen with what he's been able to do since his first MCS tournament less than a year ago.
No doubt about it. This is one of the best 1 year runs we've ever seen in competitive Madden. Just really blew up onto the scene last year. We called him the Rookie of the Year. He really was, and he's continued it here into the new season, making the championship of our first event. So JonBeast is legit. He's here to stay. He is locked in, and I think also we know how confident Clef is, but I think the pressure is definitely a bit more on Clef here. Remember, he's made a Final Four before, he's made a Finals before, didn't get the job done. This is JonBeast's first ever time. He's young, he's kind of just living the dream right now, right? He thinks he can be back, but for Clef, a little bit older in age, he's been here before, he needs to get the job done tonight.
It's never good when you play an opponent with nothing to lose. It's a nice pickup for Clef. Don't forget, guys, we got 2 giveaways coming up at halftime of this game. Be giving away that Julio Jones and that Nick Chubb. And again, I'm gonna need whoever wins that Nick Chubb just to hit me up on Twitter. Just pass that bad boy over. It's fine. I'll throw you some of my most mediocre players to get my Browns theme team up to snuff.
Nick Chubb at running back, Jadeveon Clowney outside linebacker. You have the full Browns team over there. I'll take the Julio.
Corner out, corner out, corner out. He's got him. ClefftheGod answers. A touchdown from JonBeast, and Clef throws a haymaker of his own. An extra point away from tying this up.
This is an absolute shootout right now. Neither of these guys want to go away. They're throwing haymakers left and right. They're swinging for the fences. These guys keep bouncing back from adversity. Man, this is an absolute battle.
Big shout out one more time to our man TD Barrett hosting that YouTube chat. Shout out to everybody watching on YouTube, everybody watching on Twitch who's been tweeting, using that hashtag Ultimate Kickoff. ClefftheGod dialing up Clef the Dot.
Yeah, outside rollout, corner route, on the money with that dead-eye ability. Getting to the back of the end zone. Nice dot from Clef.
Offside push. Let's not forget, Ty, one of my favorite things about Major Time is the watch parties that are going on. I know Dub's got one. I know Skim's got one. Joel's been on an uncapped subathon for I think 9 years at this point. He's still rolling. Boogs out there, DK, Rag. Shout out to everybody hosting watch parties and here in the Twitch chat on the EA Madden NFL channel.
That's what the Madden community is. It's a brotherhood. It's a fraternity. We all support each other at the end of the day.
Yeah, man, let me get my fumble back.
Joel, I know he's on like day 11 right now. This guy he's just on a grind like no other.
And I think he still has like 460 hours still on his clock. He's an absolute maniac. So big shout out to Joel.
Insane.
Shout out to everybody out there who's been supporting competitive Madden, our first major of the year. So we'll hit the 2-minute warning, 14 aside.
Yeah, real great game so far. I mean, the one mistake was kind of a fluke thing, right? JonBeast getting that strip and Clef showing that ability to bounce back, which he's done his whole Madden career.
Wow, late throw away from JonBeast. I don't know how Daniel Jones even got that one out of his hands.
Man, Daniel Jones has been making some Houdini plays. We've seen him roll out left, kind of do a 360 spin, throw it back right. Right there, looks like he's going to take a sack, and he's able to get it out at the last second. That's why you got to have Daniel Jones as your quarterback right now.
What about in the NFL? You put Daniel Jones in the squad?
No.
Giants fans, stand up for your boy. Tyler Davis throwing some shade at Danny Dimes. As Reggie Bush will get to the 47, pick up about 9. Set up a 3rd and short.
Yeah, you see Reggie Bush there again on that little out route. Gets in between the zones, and then you're able to stop on a dime with Reggie Bush, cut up the field. Nice play. Manageable 3rd and 1 now for John.
Gun bunch formation, the meta right now. Well, it'll be interesting to see how the meta shifts as we go towards that ultimate Thanksgiving major. Got a couple curl routes. He didn't get the pass off, and ClefftheGod a major play there because it takes him from a 4th and 1 to a 4th and 13.
That is a major sack from Clef. Big time block shit. He did a great job usering too. JonBeast tried to hit him with the playmaker, flicking the right stick up, but Clef was all over it. Then the block shade comes through. This is a major play in the game right now. 4th and 13, John at his own 34.
Oh, he's got the running back right up the seam, wide open, let it downfield, and that allows Clef to swat this one away, and Clef gets his second stop.
I feel like John just had so many things wide open. He had the wheel route initially, then he had the running back he could have threw, then he kind of had the delay fade, then he had the other route that he threw but did a horrible throw. He just had so many things and none of them worked, and now Clef can really take advantage in this ball game.
Clef took down Joke in the semis. JonBeast went through young George Schwartz, aka Don't Care About Ice. That's how we got here. Guys, make sure you head over to MaddenChampionship.com and register for that Ultimate Thanksgiving Tournament. After this game, you're not going to want to step away. Ty, I don't even want to look away from the screen right now.
I don't either, but to your point, you know, for the viewers out there, sign up, MaddenChampionship.com. You guys can register now. I want to see some of you guys out here for our Thanksgiving event having a chance at a belt, so make sure you guys are signing up now.
Oh, big hit. JonBeast looking like it's a Home Depot out here with all this lumber he's laying.
Huge hit right there, and Clef now going to slowly start to use a little bit of this clock here. Taking his time, thinking about what he wants to do. Gonna flip his bunch. Plenty of time though with that one timeout.
Looks like left side, he's got JonBeast got a little double Mabel action on the left side, trying to keep that flood concept from, oh, the corner out well covered. Really great time to break out that double Mabel TD. He didn't bring the heat.
Exactly, the double Mabel defense. He had his flat set at about 25-30 yards with the curl flat set to about 5 yards underneath. Really took away that whole side, then allowed his user to guard everything over the middle. So great defense from John, forcing Clef to kick 3.
And that's a huge win for JonBeast, getting stopped on his own and only giving up a field goal. 17 seconds, 2 timeouts, an opportunity for JonBeast to maybe with a little magic tie this game up.
Plenty of time here. I think he's gonna be aggressive in this situation with those 2 timeouts. Look for maybe that crossing route. He's loved that play verticals with the slot receiver on a deep crosser to the sidelines. Expect to see that with maybe a tight end delay fade. So Clef has to be on the lookout for those 2 things.
D Grizzle on Twitter saying, "Need it Bowl is a game we needed as viewers. We're all winners." I feel the same way, Grizz. Feel the same way, my man. Use that hashtag Ultimate Kickoff on Twitter. We want to see what you guys think of this battle. 17-14. Beast with the ball. Looking for that crosser, well covered downfield. He'll scramble with Jones and pick up a first down.
Phenomenal defense from Clef. You said it, he absolutely bagged that deep crosser to Hester that JonBeast wanted. Didn't have the tight end delay fade there. I think if he might have had that on there, he could have hit it, threw it to him late, but the crosser was completely bagged by Clef.
10 seconds on the clock here in the first half. Remember, we got those giveaways coming up at halftime, so stick with us. Nick Chubb.
He ran commit.
Oh, is that a run commit? Was that an accidental run commit? Oh, flashback. Oh, flashback to 2 years ago. A mistake defensively, and JonBeast takes advantage. Tyler Davis, what happened there?
One of the worst accidental mistakes Clef could have ever done in that situation. There was only 8 seconds left till halftime, and he ran commit. That is one of the worst mistakes you can make.
What was that? Was that Pov and Joke 2 years ago?
Yeah, Pov and Joke
20 club championship?
20. Yep, flashback city over here. Oh my goodness, what a mistake from Clef.
Look how little time was on the clock. Oh, and Clef can't believe it. Gets back into it, 2 seconds left. JonBeast with a 21-17 lead. What a monstrous first half we had here, TD. We had back and forth, we had mistakes, and we end up with a 4-point game with 2 quarters to go with a belt, 1,500 MCS points, and $40,000 on the line.
Oh my goodness, what a monumental mistake to do in a championship game, though. You have to feel for Clef right now. That is an absolute heartbreaker, but he has to bounce back. But what a way to end this first half of our grand finals here for the Ultimate Kickoff.
Never forget that he's the one who suggested we go on sub only and make y'all pay for this second half. Just don't forget that one, because I know I won't. underneath. We got ClefftheGod with the ball first. What a wild end of the half. The accidental run commit. Ty, the worst part is we've all been there.
Oh, man, it hurts so bad. He was going to be up 3 at half and get ball, too. Just a horrible mistake from Clef, but you have to bounce back from it. It seems like John, he has got the angels over his shoulder in this game, right? He got the strip to start. He got the run commit heard around the world go against Clef. But Clef going to get ball back here. Plenty of time in this game. It's been a great game, too. Great first half so far, besides that one mistake from Clef.
Guys, don't forget, we're not done with giveaways. We've got a dump truck giveaway of all the items we've given away tonight. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Second attempt for Clef. He's got Reggie Bush over the middle. Big play over midfield. Ty, how do you mentally recover from a play like that? Is that something that's easier to recover than, say, like a mistake where you know you did something wrong, where that's something that's just sort of, oops, it happened?
No, this one hurts. Out of anything you can really do, this one hurts the most. Just because you gave up a free 7 points when it was just kind of out of your hands. Like, you didn't even mean to do that. It's just a horrible thing, but you have to bounce back from it.
I'm just saying, like, I know it hurts, Ty. Maybe I'm having trouble relating to Clef because I give up free 7 points all the time. Like, I'm used to it at this point. And
you don't even run commit. You're just running. No, you're just playing regular.
I'm just bad. I'm just not good. Thanks, Ty. Thanks for pointing that out. Can we get user here? Get Ty out of here. Pina Colada advertisement. 2nd and 3.
Hey, I got a pineapple on my shirt and on my head. It's all good.
It's true. You're not wrong. It's a good shout out. He had the curl route open. Good pressure from JonBeast, able to get after the quarterback. 3rd down.
Yeah, John's been really starting to get a little more aggressive here. Second quarter, now in the third quarter. Clef had a wide open guy, just got hit as he threw it. But if you're Clef, you're 3rd and 3. Almost in field goal range. I think you're about 3 to 4 yards away. But I think he's going for 7 here. I think this is 4 down territory for Clef.
Look at left side. Little mesh concept. Finds Reggie Bush. Picks up a 1st down. No panic from ClefftheGod. Big Bucks fan, Edgewater, Florida native, going up against the Hartford, Connecticut, Northeast versus Southeast. Dropping back with Daniel Jones. Good cover. Look at JonBeast out there. He's usering with Montez Sweat back in coverage.
And Clef, if he would have been able to release his tight end delay fade, he was going to have him wide open. I think he was trying to release him. Just couldn't do it, forced to throw the ball away. And JonBeast, stuck on his DN right there, Montez Sweat. Very fortunate that Clef wasn't able to get a big play out of that.
2nd and 10. One of those reasons why I think Clef is continually one of the consistent players, Ty. He said his pregame routine, we talked to a lot of these players, he'd listen to music. Some people took naps. For him, he's watching film of past games. He's always analyzing his performance and trying to get an edge.
Yeah, he's dedicated to the game. He's a student of the game. That's why he's so good. He's always studying his opponents, seeing what the new tendencies, the new meta is.
That's a dangerous throw. Oh, that's a dangerous throw. Looking for that seam streak up the middle. Good coverage from JonBeast. 4th down and 7. It doesn't look like Clef is calling on the field goal kicker.
No, he's not. It's 4 down territory. Clef saying, I got to go big or go home. After giving up that run commit touchdown, I got to get 7 on this drive. Kicking field goals are not going to win me a belt.
4th down and 7. Big play here in the 3rd quarter. Can JonBeast get off the field? And I love that timeout from JonBeast. That was something that yesterday he didn't take the timeout and gave up a touchdown. Today he learned from his mistake.
Excellent point. You saw Clef there flip his bunch. He made a lot of hot routes, then flipped his bunch, so it really set off John's adjustments on defense. He wasn't able to align correctly. John calls the timeout. Smart approach by the Beast.
Rolling out right with Jones. Great coverage downfield. Nobody there. JonBeast comes up with another defensive stop.
That's a bag by the Beast. Clef had his tight end kind of, but he rolled out right way too soon. The tight end was coming back across the field on an in route, and it was just too little, too late. JonBeast with a huge defensive stop.
Goes to the inside zone, up by 4. Now I'll say this, Clef has played stellar defense up to this point, TD. John has moved the ball effectively over the first 2 games here in the Ultimate Kickoff. It doesn't look easy here against ClefftheGod.
No, it doesn't. Clef is dialed in. He's making adjustments, too, on the fly. You can see him there. He's switching between match, regular coverage, making a lot of adjustments with his defense, especially those outside linebackers.
Good playmaker, though, from JonBeast, finding Joey Galloway. Picking up a first down. JonBeast thinking he is so close to his first belt.
A little freestyle action from the beast named John right there, rolling out, playmaker and up the field, throwing it to Galloway. Kind of a broken play, freestyle play, but made it work.
John said he learned from last year that anything can happen. Losing in the Final Four hurts, but getting so close was great. But just being so close to a belt and that performance last year, that gave him the confidence for this year. And he's backing it up with his play here in the Ultimate Kickoff. And, you know, I'll tell you this. I think he's made a whole lot of new fans out there in the competitive game who maybe didn't know much about the beast named John, but they do now, as that's a beam, but it's going to be past the line of scrimmage and a chuckle from JonBeast.
Oh, he had the match beater cooked up. He waited for it, and he just crossed the line of scrimmage too soon. Clef, very fortunate right there, and finally something goes Clef's way here.
3rd and 12. Great read, quick throw to the crossers, a little quick snap action from JonBeast.
That's the thing, too, about both of these guys. We talk about it a million times. The Clef's ability to bounce back, fight back through adversity, the ability to adjust on the fly. But you got to give credit where credit's due. JonBeast has done that time and time again now as well. This kid just continues to be clutch every single game he's in.
4's up in the chat. It's time to head to the 4th quarter. It's presented by Snickers. Snickers satisfies. 21-17. 5 minutes away from crowning our first champion here in Madden 22. And JonBeast, Ty, I don't know if he could have even dreamed up how good of a position he's in right now.
No, and if you asked him before the game, he would take this spot a million times. Now for Clef, his back is really against the wall right here. You have got to hold John to 3. John's starting to use a little bit of that clock now, slowing down the pace. So for Clef, this is do or die territory. He's back against the wall. Got to hold John to a field goal.
He's saying he's a big Patriots fan, so I assume that means he's fallen into your favor, Tyler Davis, rocking those Pats uniforms. But I'd like to say, he said his favorite MCS analyst said Nick and User. I'm sorry, TD, you just didn't make the beast list.
But disrespect. Let's go, Clef. Let's go, Clef.
How does that feel? User's been pulled for his guy Clef, picked his guy Clef. JonBeast put it down as one of his favorite analysts, so that's gotta sting a little bit. Great coverage downfield. It's gonna be a 4th and 3. Decision time for JonBeast.
Big decision here for the Beast. He's gonna go the conservative approach, the smart approach, trust his defense. I don't know if I love the call. I think maybe you try to put Clef away, but this is the smart decision. A lot of money on the line here. I like it. I like it.
The way he's played defense has got to give him confidence to get a stop. And then you add in the fact that Clef didn't take 3 in the last drive. Just getting points there.
You don't know how bad.
My question is, if ClefftheGod goes down and scores here, let's say he scores with little time left on the clock, does he ponder pulling out the old 2-point conversion?
He really might. With how this game is, he really might. But here we go. This is the guap drive time for ClefftheGod. 2nd time in the finals. Down 7 here. He did a great job to hold him to 3, but now it's time. Can he move down the field? Is he clutch? 4th quarter territory here. Here we go, Nick.
ClefftheGod still looking for his first belt. So close in Madden 20, the challenge. Looking for some love here against one of his lab partners for this tournament, JonBeast. He'll pick up a first down. How do you manage the clock on this drive, TD? Are you thinking you want this to be the last drive?
I think to start here, you're just worried about moving the ball down the field. Once you get down to that 2-minute territory, and if you're really moving the ball down the field, then you start to worry about the clock. But right now, you're just trying to matriculate some offense, get some good quality plays in.
Left side takes the easy pass to Reggie Bush. 1,500 MCS points to the winner. $40,000 to the winner, and that Ultimate Kickoff belt we showed earlier. There's a whole lot on the line here. 3:15 to go, chat. Who you got winning this game? 1's up if you think ClefftheGod comes back and win. 2's up if you got the beast named John. Pressure sent by John. Oh, a little spin cycle. Spinning and winning for ClefftheGod.
A lot of sequence of events right there. Bringing the heat was JonBeast. Clef checks it down. Nasty spin move out of the backfield, Reggie Bush, and then a huge hit stick from John. So a lot of high-level Madden right there. Now you see it, Nick. Clef, he really moved the ball down the field. Now he's starting to slow it down, use some of this clock, and he really might think about going for 2 at the end here if he can get that clock under a minute.
Who's winning this game? We're 2:40 away from crowning the champ. ClefftheGod. Oh, user rush picked up nicely. He'll find Williams. Oh, Williams shook him off like it's a Taylor Swift song. What a move there from ClefftheGod.
Great recognition from Clef, too. He saw the user rush right up the middle. When you user rush your defender up the middle, what does that do? It leaves the middle wide open. Clef recognizes that, makes a great read over the middle to the slant or the drag. Easy conversion.
The final play before the 2-minute warning. What a cutback. What recognition there from Clef, seeing the user. 2 minutes to go. TD. What a game we have here for the belt. Clef on the drive looking to tie it up.
Here we go. Who needs it more? 24-17. What a finals. What an ending we're about to have.
Dub, tell your chat who you got. Skim, tell your chat who you got. User, I don't blame him for kicking you out of the chat. Really, if you're spoiling stuff for me, you got to get out of the Discord. So I don't blame him. But I'm also usually that guy spoiling stuff. Oh, over the top, Galloway doesn't get the feet in bounds.
Oh man,
Heartbreak.
That is sickening for Clef. Sickening. He dialed up the perfect play. It was Tampa 2. No help behind over there on the back of the end zone. The wheel route was wide open and unfortunate feet weren't in.
Got the dig route over the middle, and he will deliver it to Hester. Spins back inside. Oh, a second fumble! Could this be the crowning of JonBeast? He forces another turnover!
Oh my God.
The miracle kid, he has angels over his shoulder. 2 fumbles in one game, and that right there could be the backbreaker.
Can somebody check Clef for a hex? 2 fumbles in one game. We haven't seen any fumbles before this one. But JonBeast has a little magic. First time out taken by Clef this game, far from over. But can you believe a second fumble for ClefftheGod?
Unbelievable. We haven't seen 1 fumble all tournament, and John gets 2 in the championship game. And he's going to look like he's going to be aggressive here. He's going to the air to try to get 1 first down to end this.
Roster's pretty well covered. Here comes the pressure. Jones scrambling out. JonBeast trying to get around with Jones. He'll slide down after a gain of 5. Timeout taken by Clef. The biggest 3rd and 5 of JonBeast's career. The Hartford, Connecticut native looking to close out a win, a first down, and this ball game is basically over.
Biggest play of both guys' careers.
It's a quick snap by John, but there's no one open. It's good coverage over the middle. He threw a bump. He threw a bump. Oh, Beast can't believe it. Clef, like a defibrillator, is still alive.
Why in the world would John do that? Why in the world would he throw that pass?
Clef sounded like a New York City subway conductor right now. I have no idea what he said.
Bro. Oh my God.
I think he's saying it's the wrong button.
Oh, 50,000 people are in the chat are shocked, just like we are. John, you take the sack, you go down, something.
I think he said he meant to press Y. I think that's what he said, if I can decipher that correctly. It was a wrong button pick. We also call that the Nick Mazesco special around here.
Now you gave Clef life. You gave him life.
I'm at the best wall, bro.
Where is Y? Y's on the left sideline. He's wide open.
I think it was. He is. He was cutting up the field. It was wide open. Yep.
By the way, how about Montez Sweat with the pick? Can we talk about what's Montez Sweat catch rating?
What a beast he is, huh? He's not even one of the best rated too. He's one of those budget type of beasts. Gotta have money. Oh, nice click on right there from John.
How about John? That's back-to-back plays. He's only sent 3. He's playing coverage right now. Can Clef dial up a route combo to beat this coverage?
Yeah, he's playing really to the sidelines here with that double Mabel. He's a user in everything over the middle. So the middle is open if he can kind of manipulate the user. He does it there. Great read.
He does it, but he doesn't get the first down. It's a 4th down and 3. This is your ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Can Clef pick up a first down? No timeout taken from JonBeast. 46 seconds and counting. Clef trying to become ClefftheGod with this pickup. 3-man rush set by JonBeast. He's over the middle. He's got Galloway again. How big has 84 been for ClefftheGod?
Woo-hoo-hoo, he threads the needle. Barely gets it in there. Falls forward for a yard to convert it, and now here we go. No timeouts left. This is what an ending we have, Nick. You couldn't ask for a better ending.
38 ticks left on the clock and a $40,000 to the $40,000 first prize. $25,000 going to second place. A $15,000 game on Madden. And JonBeast uses his final timeout. Nobody's stopping the clock from here on out. We're leaving it all on the virtual gridiron.
And chat, 49,000 of you in there, I need to know. Put a 2 in the chat if you think Clef goes for 2 if he scores for the win.
1st and 10. Bunch to the wide side. 3-man rush again from JonBeast. Not bringing any pressure. You know, he's looking for that corner route. That's Williams over there. Oh, it was almost ball game.
It's picked.
Oh,
it is.
ball
It's
game.
picked.
He got it in. JonBeast sealed himself a belt. JonBeast. JonBeast. JonBeast.
He's done it. The miracle kid. The beast. John, one of the greatest one-year runs we've ever seen in Madden. He capitalizes on it, and he has won the ultimate kickoff, and he's won the belt. Oh, my goodness. What an ending.